I would think Reverse Big would be more entertaining. Little. What's the best way for me to start saying this? First off, did I hate the movie? No, I didn't hate the movie. I thought the movie actually was fun. It wasn't terrible. I got a couple decent laughs. There's a few moments where I was getting a really solid laugh along with the audience. The audience seemed to enjoy it. But the problem with this concept, first off, it's not a new concept. Someone waking up in their younger body and stuck in there need to figure out a way, or someone waking up 13 going on 30 essentially. They make that joke in the movie too. It's like, oh, why, white people do that? Not black people, because black people don't have time. They make that joke in the movie. I think for me, a couple issues that really stand out to me in the movie right from the get is, one of the big ones is again, take out some woman magically turning back into her 13-year-old self. There's a really high level of unrealistic characterizations in this. Regina Hall's character is... I don't understand why anyone would go to work for her. She is not the type of person who someone who everyone would just let walk all over them. Eventually, someone's gonna deck her ass. At one point, there's a meeting where she just takes someone's apple, just licks it, and just hands it back and makes them eat it. Or another one where she's basically just banning carbs. You see in the trailer where she's saying, how should I know when should I sleep? When I'm not calling you. That kind of, she is literally a monster in many ways. Like, she just does not care. And you do see where it comes from, but the problem is, the transition to where it started to where it ended up for her initially, it was like I'm sorry. There we go. It was like that. Cause she ends up getting embarrassed at this, talent show. And she, winds up in the hospital with, a broken neck and a broken arm or something along those lines. And she was like, when I grow up, I'll be the boss, and then I'll bully everyone first. That was a quick transition to that logic of thought. It's like, really? You can't try to be like, you can't be more like, I just won't let people step on me. It's like, I'll bully them before they bully me. You're gonna turn into that. So you're turning into your worst enemy. Okay. And they acknowledged that in the show, or in the movie. 2, I'm sorry. There comes a point, and I know, trust me, anyone in my age group has been in high school, and some people might still be in high school. That's the image I want for the thumbnail, just going, maybe when I upload it, I'll just find it and be like, yeah, that's the one. But literally, you have these self-centered bullies, these alpha dogs in the school, who are just terrible for the sake of being terrible. You literally, in the beginning, you see Regina Hall's character, what was it, Jordan. See young Jordan testing out, it's like, I trust in science, so she has this giant ball on a rope, and she's going to basically demonstrate how, from this distance, I have such faith in science that I'm going to close my eyes, throw it, and it's not going to hit me in the face. And then it doesn't hit her, and the girl literally just throws it in her face. Everyone was there. Teachers were there to see that. How did she get away with that? And the same can be said for the one in the current version of the school when she has to go back to school. It's it's not as bad, but it's still, I get cliques and I get popular kids, but how do teachers let this shit slide? This is a problem in our school, folks. Bullying is one thing. Bullying is always going to exist. We can never eliminate bullying completely, but we can regulate it, and we can basically try to crack down on the real severe stuff. There's no rational explanation for why they're that messed up in the head. But also, look, I get it. you're not used to being 13 again, you're used to adulting, but understand that you're in a 13-year-old's body. You cannot drive your car, you cannot drink, you cannot hook up with men that are now 3 times your age. So, I'm sorry. I know you are an adult in a kid's body, but you're in a kid's body. Recognize that at some point. And she does throughout the movie, but then like has Alzheimer's and forgets it like that. Just, she can't understand why why things aren't working out the way they should. But there's also scenes that are just kind of cringy to watch. As someone who wasn't in the pop, I wasn't like the loser in high school, but I'll admit, I wasn't in the popular kids. I also wasn't in the unpopular kids. I was just kind of on my own. But as someone who had awkward faces in high school, as you might be able to gander from the way I present myself, watching some of that and to be fair, high school, middle school particularly, hell, elementary school was really my awkward time, but I digress. Yes, it's now me going, I say that out loud, me going into my past. This is one of those movies that makes you think, if it happened to me, would I do anything different? I can definitely say this. Someone tries to bully me, they're probably going to get their ass checked. Like, not necessarily physically unless it had to be, but more in just a sense like, oh, okay, so you're completely self-conscious about yourself, so you need to degrade me. Okay, have fun with your therapy. Have fun spending all your money on therapy, hookers, and booze. So, something along those lines. But of course, I was a tall kid in middle school. I was already 6 foot by 12, so yeah, I had a huge growth spurt. Then I evened out. And there's a little insight into my life. So there are moments like at this pep rally, and I'm watching the pep rally scenes like, these are so dumb. Pep rallies are, no, it's not Spirit. It's not a pep rally. It's, it's kind of a pep rally. It's like, it's like Whimsicott, or what's the name of the school? It's like Spirit Fire, or not Spirit Fire, like a Spirit talent show, but named after the school, whatever. But I'm watching like, look, even before the kids get on stage and are like awkward in their auditions, stuff like, this is painful. This is actually really painful to watch. I'm glad we didn't have this crap in my school. But so there are moments like, there's a scene where they're just singing just cuts to little Regina Hall's character, little Jordan, singing on this bar, what is it, bar counter? Bar counter. No reason, singing a little breadstick karaoke to the song, and then something Fisher. I can't remember is that her actual Isla Fisher. I'm probably getting their first name wrong. I believe it's Fisher. Her joining in, I'm like, what is going on here right now? What transitioned to this? I don't know. I don't know. With all that being said, though, and that is 8 or so minutes worth of saying, the movie's not terrible. I had an enjoyable time. It wasn't a bad movie. I wouldn't go out on my way to see it again unless a friend of mine wanted to see it again, and they wanted company, and it was matinee, or I could get a discount or something. But yes, in that circumstance, sure. In seeing it on my own, probably not. Like Shazam, I love Shazam. Even Shazam, I haven't seen again since the first time I saw it, and I really like Shazam. Just an example of me going to rewatch movies. But some jokes definitely work. Like the initial jokes with Regina Hall turning young were pretty funny. There's a lot of good back and forth with her and the character's name's April, so I'm going to say April. April. There's a lot of funny back and forth between them. Absolutely. And they don't go, it's PG-13, so you can't go too far with the jokes, but at the same time, they do some risky, like they do a lot of student hitting on teacher jokes or student hitting on older men jokes. The new, you get that in the trailer too. You know, that teacher, that character you think would be in the movie longer, he's not. He's really only in there for that scene, and he shows up for one other scene briefly. But ultimately, I mean, I could go over every joke that did work, but I'd be here forever trying to remember every joke. Ultimately, this film's not going to last in my head more than a day or two. That's at best. It's just another one in a lineup of movies I'm going to see. But for movies that I had to see for the channel, I could have seen worse. Yeah, I definitely could have seen worse. It's certainly not the worst movie I've seen this year. What? Oh God, I actually haven't seen too many bad movies this year. Now that I think about it. Yeah, I haven't really seen many bad movies this year. It's been a pretty solid year. Now, granted, that's going to change up in a few weeks because I have been requested by you, Jaden. Thank you for that, Jaden, by the way, to go see Uglyville, or Ugly Doll, sorry. Thank you, Jaden. Because, I'll be honest, I may have skipped that one otherwise, but no, you made sure I remembered it. Thanks, Jaden. Oh, God, the things I do, I know that, look, if you want to be not credible, but if you want to be someone takes at least somewhat seriously with their opinion when it comes to movies, I feel that you have to give most movies. You can't just see the movies you want to see. Sometimes you got to go sit through a movie you don't necessarily want to see. And sometimes it's going to be a crap movie. Sometimes it's going to be a crap movie. Now, this week is also Curse of La Llorona and Breakthrough, which comes out tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. I'll probably see one of them. I really don't want to see Breakthrough. I really don't. Even though it's got the actor who plays Luke Cage in there, and I liked him, so there's that. Glad to see he's getting more work past Luke Cage. But it's probably going to be Curse of La Llorona, let's be honest, unless someone requests it. I'm not going to say please don't request it, but there's better. I take so many requests. You know, what ifs? Who wins? Do I have to go see it? I don't know. The short of it is, Little is not a bad film. It's cringy at points. It's a little, and real world dynamics don't work in it. And by the way, I don't know truly how social services work. I don't know what the actual state law is in all states in terms of child services. Do you actually have to enroll your child in school? Is that legally required for you? Or you go to jail? Because I'm listening to this woman talk, I'm like, look, this might be true, but just hearing you say it doesn't come off valid. Like, yeah, no, you will go to, this child needs to be in school, or one of you will go to jail. Like, really? Really? Because if you're not in school, I'm going to go to jail. Just say she's sick. Say she's sick. Give her a couple sick days. She's got the flu. You're good. Was it really that hard? So that's another thing flaw in the film that I just realized. Jesus. Trailers. I'm going to save that one because I'm probably going to rant the most on it. What the hell is this one? Oh, well, okay. Intruder with Dennis Quaid. That doesn't look bad. I'm actually, because I like Dennis Quaid a lot. I like those two other actors as well. What the hell was that other one? S-T-A... I'll figure it out. Oh man, I really did a number here. Long Shot, the one with Charlize Theron and Seth Rogen. That looks actually really good. I'm interested in seeing that one as well. Wow, I really do, chicken scratch some of these. Normally I'm better at writing these things down, but damn, I really chicken scratched these. S-T-A... Stuber! The one with, oh god, Harold Kumar? I can't remember the guy's name exactly. And Dave Bautista. That actually looks pretty entertaining. I like the trailer for that. Jeez. Okay, I remember what the other one is. I can't remember one of them, but I can remember the last two. Tomorrow. I'll admit, I'm really interested in what Tomorrow is going to bring. That was a very existential Get your words right. Existential thing to say. I'm very curious what tomorrow brings. I'm curious what the movie brings, because it's an interesting guy is a struggling musician, wakes up next one morning, and the Beatles have never existed, but he knows all the songs, so he becomes famous off their songs. In the trailer, I'm interested to see how that. We got these two guys who said they wrote all these songs, you stole them, and it's clearly going to be like Paul McCartney and whichever other one of them is still alive. So or maybe they did John Lennon, but like CGI'd him into something kind of like Grand Moff Tarkin. The last one, The Sun is also a star. This to me, trailer equivalent wise, because I didn't see the movie, but the trailer always pissed me off. This to me is 5 Feet Apart. This to me is a trailer that it doesn't piss me off to the same level as 5 Feet Apart did. Just because of common sense and how you're endangering other people's lives, that asshole was. But in this case, it's like, this movie, I know it's based off a book, is so far up its own ass. And it's like, it's like, you don't believe in love? It's like, what are they about, your poems? Are they about love? Not all of them. I don't believe in love. What if I could convince you I can make you fall in love with me? Give me 1 day. You have 1 hour. What? Because I know hearing that it's going to happen, and that's the most unreal. This isn't based on real emotions. This is based on complete manipulation of emotions instead of genuine affection for one another. So it's not real. When he says the line, this is real, and I know you feel it. No! You literally said you can make her fall in love with you. You literally manipulated her into falling in love with you. You psychopath! I'm sorry, I'm getting worked up, but wow! The logic in this movie is bullshit! This is just a trailer! When is this movie coming out? I didn't even bother checking the date. I may have to see it just so I can riff. Because, wow, I haven't been this ripshit since the 5 Feet Apart trailer, honestly. And then, he's they sit down, and he's telling these funny jokes like, you're pad thai. Did you call me pad thai and all that? What? And then he's like, and he's being funny. And to be fair, that's kind of that's a funny little quip, being, joking about, your race and background. But it just, it was like, 3 things, like a blah, 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 and the X Factor. What's the X Factor? Doesn't matter. You got it. And the way he's singing to her, he looks like a freaking sociopath. He looks like, I'm gonna wear your skin so I'm inside you always. He looks like that! Oh, God. And then, she's gotta leave the country or something like that because she's not from the United States. So either she's gonna stay because he gets her pregnant or marries her or something like that. I don't know. All I know is this movie it looks like it's tailor-made to piss me off. And I'm kind of looking forward to it just so I can be pissed off and rant. Who knows? Maybe it'll be the best movie of the year. I highly doubt that. But maybe it'll be the best movie of the year. I digress. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those who want us reviews, link put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Ideas for who would win, Star Wars, Super Magic, what if, anything I do on the channel. Put that in the comments below as well. I'll get to that at some point. There'll be another War of the Spark video tomorrow. Obviously, they're still going throughout the week. Who would win and what if will be up tomorrow. I've already pre-recorded those, so I just got to upload them when Wednesday hits. And this week, again, La Llorona. It's pretty much what if and the basic stuff I normally do throughout the week. And then next week is Endgame. We're getting there. 9 days, people. 9 days. It's real. It's real. So, yeah. I already got my tickets, got Mark's ticket, got my girlfriend's ticket. We're looking forward to it. We're gonna be going Infinity Gauntlets all the way. I've got like 3 different ones, so we can each have one. I digress. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you folks next time. Have a good one.